Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. 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 Parrot TV.
The Literary Corner, brought to you by New York Parrot TV, the voice for humanity. Hello, welcome to World Inkers Network. I am Dustin Pickering, your noble and honest host. Today we have Sankha Sen. He recently was the recipient of the the Karmavir Chakra Award, and he's a science fiction author as well as a poet and businessman and entrepreneur, and overall very talented and wonderful human being. We're here to talk a little bit with him about his recent award recipient, his getting this award, and a little bit about his ongoing activities. He's also a musician, and he will be performing pretty soon in Switzerland. So we're going to talk a little bit about what to expect from that. So welcome to the show today, Sankha. How are you today?
Hi, Dustin. Thanks a lot for bringing me to the show yet again. And it was really a great experience to be in World Inkers Network, whatever the cause may be. And this time, it's a great kind of privilege to be here, wherein I can kind of bring to the audiences great news, which has actually happened in my life. I never expected that I would one day really get the Karmavir Chakra Award. So
Congratulations on that.
thanks a lot. As you can see, this is from UN. Here you can see that. You can also Google about it, and I think I've shared the link of the news, which has been kind of published in the US World Today, and also other news channels across US, Canada, Europe, Dubai, India, and it's really a very big platform in my life. And I tried to kind of bring out my work to them for almost 1.5 years, and at the end, I got the kind of reward about it. And the audiences can click the link and see based on what all activities or what all achievements they have kind of selected me. And it's actually it's something wherein one gets the energy to move on, right? I'm actually a family man, as you have rightly said. Also really working 8 hours a day in business areas, and also in the technology areas, and also kind of carrying on with my hobbies. Yes, I have a show coming up next week on Saturday in it's a kind of concert happening in Zurich, in Switzerland. And it's also a great platform for me in the musical world to kind of be associated with big names from the Indian music industry who stays in Switzerland, and actually are calling me from Germany as a guitarist. And this is a great honor for me. I have already performed with them before Corona, and now things have settled down. We can travel across countries, and they have again started it, and that actually is going to happen next week. It's actually a ghazal show, which is kind of a mix of Oriental music, wherein it has an essence of India and also the neighboring countries like Iran and Pakistan and Turkey, and also it's actually a great mix of like Oriental music and also the Bollywood music.
Sorry about that.
No issue. And that actually is going to take place next week. If
Wonderful.
people are around in and around Switzerland to visit us in Zurich, we'd be really honored.
Wonderful. Yes.
And
Take a look at that. If you're in Switzerland in the area, stop by and listen in.
it's a nice country. One can also visit a lot of holiday spots are there, Alps and beautiful sceneries. And Zurich has a good connectivity to the rest of the world. And coming back to Karmabis Chakra Award, um, yes, this time I have actually got bronze award, and based on my kind of continued activity, I hope to be awarded in silver and gold also in the upcoming years. Let's see if the love and affection of audiences stays, and the blessings of all the audiences stays. I continue to kind of strive in the areas of literature and music, and also some small social activities wherein I'm also associated, like book donations to libraries in India,
Hmm.
and also kind of doing my part in global issues, wherein that
Hmm.
WCIF Writers Foundation. It is a
Yes.
big kind of institute wherein they are also associated with UN, and they have kind of selected topics like air and fire. And last year in the Panorama International Literature Festival, I have been also nominated as the chief coordinator from Germany, which is a big banner for me and big platform for me, because it quickly connects you to the big literature names across the globe. I think Dustin knows about it.
Hmm.
And also this year, I have also been privileged to become the chief coordinator from Germany. And this year's topic is fire, um, kind of related to the issue of global warming,
Hmm.
how scientifically and also artistically we can tackle this problem, which is a serious problem for the upcoming generations. And I hope that through our pens and our ideas, the world will understand the importance of it, and try to secure the future for our next generation.
Absolutely. It's a pertinent issue right now, and it's going to be for a long time, I think, for the sake of humanity and the sake of our struggling species to continue to live on this earth peacefully and cohabit with the rest of everybody else.
Yeah,
I think, it's good that we all are talking about this. We just did a program on eco poetics and eco poetry with Mark Murphy's book, a few weeks back, and
yes, I have seen that. Yeah,
it was wonderful. It was really
it's a
great.
brilliant effect. Yeah,
It's a very right now it's a very it's becoming a really solid issue, and I think we're making headway in terms of the public consciousness and all that on global warming and climate change. I think that people are starting to recognize that this is going to be a problem if we don't do something about it.
yeah, truly.
Very good. So tell us a little bit more about the Karma Veer Chakra Award. What were you awarded for? What grabbed their notice?
So if you can, it's in my Facebook page.
Hmm.
Um, I would kind of read out what has been put. It's too small to kind of read. So
Right.
what they have actually chosen is like, I'll just read it out. Sankha Sen, a writer, musician, executive, and a visionary. To say something about Sankha Sen, we need to start from his childhood. He has always been good at his studies. The prizes which he won for standing first in his classes has been well preserved by his parents in Kolkata. Later, he graduated from a renowned engineering university and started working in many countries. He did his master's from a very good university in Germany and settled down there. Apart from his academic excellence, he has always been a great musician from childhood. He has won many prizes for music from his school days. His father is a well-known guitarist. He has played too in television's radio and in recording studios. Later he went on pursuing his music and have done many shows in India, Japan, Germany and in Switzerland. His childhood hobby writing has been well encouraged by his mother and his wife, and he has again started writing poems and become a globally acclaimed author. The list of awards and honors are mentioned above as an answer to the question 16. I think the award list is given in the news. You can click and see the amount of awards which have been provided to me. Now the next sentence is, as one can see, Sankha Sen has already become globally well known and is getting eventually greater responses from different countries. Sankha Sen, being a multi-talented person, is a visionary with lot of potential, a true inspiration for the humanity. So they have
Wow.
actually picked out the highlights from
Hmm.
my childhood, in my professional world, my academic world, and also my literary world and in music world. So combining everything, uh, actually they have chosen me for this, and they have also understood the challenges which I face, being a family man and kind of existing in Europe and kind of continuing the daily activities, maintaining a family and maintaining the responsibilities, how I am really coping up to think about the humanity and also finding my time to think about the betterment of the humanity through my literature and through my music. Actually, I think that has brought them into notice, and also then they dug deep into the childhood of mine and found out that it's not now that I'm getting so much of like accolades and awards. It has been happening since my childhood,
Hmm.
and the list of awards actually has been, I think, to them, it appears that it has really filled up the bag and also overflowing, I think, and so that has brought things into their notice, and with God's grace and with the love of the whole world, I've been selected. Initially, I was nominated, and then I was awarded.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. Well, congratulations again. And
Thanks a lot.
so you were recently published in our farewell edition of Harbinger
Yes,
Style.
yes.
Tell us
So,
a little bit about that piece and what inspired it.
so this is a very prestigious book to me, and
Hmm.
thanks a lot, our dear editor Dustin Pickering, for kind of selecting us, and I'm also really honored to be amongst such great talents across the globe.
Hmm.
My part was like one of the very kind of sought out topic of in today's world, possibilities of perpetual happiness, because happiness is kind of something where people keep on striving, um,
Hmm.
and sometimes it we can catch it, and sometimes it goes out of our hand, goes out of our grip. So
Right.
how we can really move into the direction of continuity in that respect, how we can um, tackle the challenges, the severity of the environment, and kind of come out um, of this sadness, this sorrows, and reach out to kind of a constant happiness, a perpetual happiness.
Hmm.
So how what all compromises and what all experiences, um, like I could share, and also through my ideas, and through my experiences, I could kind of bring out a kind of a direction for the readers.
Hmm.
Hopefully, uh, someone or maybe a couple of people or maybe a millions of people could be benefited out of it. I don't know, but it is a small effort from my side to bring this in the table of the audiences, a very important point, how one can really reach this perpetual happiness.
And I think it's a very popular, or not popular, but important topic. Because I mean, people desire happiness and they desire contentment and security and all these things. But right now, it seems like it's very hard to find these things. And
Yeah,
so, to put an essay out like that in this day and age, it's. I think a lot of people are kind of like we're seeing a lot of suffering right now,
yeah,
following
yeah,
COVID. And it's really hard to, it's good to have a hopeful message, a hopeful spirit, and try to maintain positivity. And I think that that's a good contribution to that art of positivity.
yeah. And moreover, you know that even though there are no challenges in the world, always a human tendency is that grass is always green on the other side. So
Yeah.
you kind of force yourself into sadness, even though you have everything in your life. Um, the mind is such a um, thanks a lot, Mutiu, for the comment. The mind is such kind of uh, like flexible thing. It's
Hmm.
very difficult to control your mind.
Yeah.
Let's say one has got a lot of things in his life, but still he's very unhappy. Why? That's the question. And
Hmm.
um, you might go like cross the river and go to the other side, and you kind of feel the grass there, but still you feel that no, I'm actually missing my other side. So it's very difficult to train your mind, and the guy who can really train his mind, he can find his methods, because I think we are our best teachers. We can go to universities, schools, and all. We can listen to the teachers, but it's our consciousness, it's our mind who can teach us the best, I think. And
Absolutely.
mm,
And so
and
it's an art, it's, psychologists will teach you, that,
yeah,
to train your mind to think, in ways that are constructive for yourself,
yeah,
and I think it's definitely, lost on a lot of people, that we just get reveled in our own thoughts and stuff. And there's a way to kind of discipline your mind and take control of it. I've worked on it for many years, and it takes a lot of time and effort, but it's a
yeah,
lifelong process.
yeah. So there are different types of people who kind of goes with the flow. Like out of 100 people, there are people who choose to follow those 100 people. There are people who choose to take his own path. It's their choice. It's their wish in whatever way they can seek happiness. But I think one thing is something like the choice is yours, and um, you know that in today's world, like it's not the health issue, it's not the financial issue which is creating so much problem. It's the issue of the mind. So it starts
Mhm.
there. Like one person pressing a button here is kind of destroying our masses across the different part of the world. One person thinking about an idea, it is having a great impact on the rest of the humanity. So it all starts with our mind. So if we can train our mind, like and kind of reach this contentment, this happiness, and if everyone is happy, I don't feel that there is a need to kind of bring some competitiveness in your happiness, in sense like if he is happy, I'm happy, so where we need to kind of compete with each other, and
Right.
let him be let him be happy with his book writing. I'm happy with my music. So if
Mhm.
he's happy with book writing, if I'm also in the book writing areas, maybe my ideas are different to his, so I'm happy with my ideas which I bring to the people. He's happy with his idea which brings to the, maybe he is getting 10 more awards than me, but it's fine. Uh, the recognition of the people is only kind of comparative, or maybe it's a temporary thing. maybe today I'm not getting good recognition, and who knows? Like Galileo, after his death, after 100 years, people came to know his value. So
Hmm.
whatever part you are playing, play that part instead of kind of being unhappy and being sad. Okay, I am not getting so much of recognition, and am I really doing good? So be confident, be happy in yourself. That's all you can do. Yeah. So
Right. We're going to take a brief break. Enjoy this piece by Todd Cirillo, The Prisoner.
The prisoner. I can still smell you on my pillowcase, in the comforter and sheets. Thought about doing laundry, but decided to keep you with me just a little while longer. Riding giants. Each new love affair is like standing in front of a 50-foot wave. It looked doable from shore. Gifts. The son of a bitch left me broke and blacked out, with a stripper's name written in black Sharpie on my forearm. 3 bright orange traffic cones in my bedroom, and a 2-day hangover. He is the best friend ever. Wishful thinking. We kissed once. It was on the corner of Rampart Street in St. Peter in New Orleans. I wish I could say it was that magic movie moment with the perfect song, perfect setup, lighting just right, and bright orange moon overhead. Anticipation giving way to action like the final scene in 16 Candles, when the 2 main characters are kissing on a table, birthday cake shining with lit candles in between, and nothing left to wish for. And when the credits rolled, everyone was already halfway home, satisfied and happy with what the stars brought to them. But our kiss wasn't like that. It was sloppy. We were drunk. The music sucked. There was spilled beer and strangers crowding our space. We could not really call it romantic. We could only admit that it happened once. There have been no second chances. I have had 1,000 more moments between that kiss and today, some amazing, others incredible, fulfilling and fun, but all have put me here, back here, alone, staring at the stars, with only one wish left.
Corner, brought to you by New York Parrot TV, the voice for humanity. Welcome back to World Inkers Network. We're with Sankha Sen today, and he is the recent recipient of the Karmavir Chakra Award, granted by the UN, the United Nations, and he's also a musician and a family man and a businessman. And my question is, how do you manage to balance all of this? A musician, poet, science fiction author, businessman, working, and you have your family to take care of. I mean, how do you manage all this at once?
that's actually a question which also my colleagues and my friends of my age also ask, because um, time management is it's really a very challenging thing once we have a family and a kind of full-time job. What I do is like I've been always kind of early waker, so I wake up quite early, like around 5 or 5:30. So in the weekends, my mind and my brain are really fresh. In the morning, I kind of spend a lot of time in putting my ideas, fresh ideas, into paper. And nowadays we don't have paper; we have digital world. So either in computer or in your mobile. So those stays there. Uh, and now when I have couple of content, like the sufficient content, then I go back and refresh that and kind of put it into like a proper format. Either a poetry comes out of it, or a text comes out of it. So that's my process. Early morning ideas really a driving force for my literature work. For music, I think it is some how in my blood, because my father is also a guitarist, a renowned guitarist in Calcutta, and for music, actually with very less effort, it really comes out. So even though I have not practiced for a couple of years, when I get a guitar or maybe a keyboard or I need to use my vocals, it
Hmm.
just comes out very instantaneously. But yes, for a very big concert like the one which is coming up, we need to do a lot of rehearsals. Like every weekend, we are doing rehearsals for it, and because we need to kind of align with other musicians, other singers as well. But it comes out very effortlessly, I should say, and the language of my poems is something which is actually starting to flow from last like 4 years, and I think I don't know these ideas how it has really been articulated with beautiful words, with beautiful words, because the responses which I'm getting across the globe, and I really never expected to kind of
Hmm.
get responses from starting from US to Asia, and also this Karma Chakra Award, which where my news has been published in 107 newspapers across globe. So it is a very big kind of
Hmm.
spread of my activities. So I never expected that. So that is how I do it. Yes, these are my hobbies: literature and music. And moreover, I would also like to thank the German system here, because in Germany there's a very good work-life balance.
Hmm.
So there are quite a sufficient number of holidays here, and we have very good kind of silent weekends. And you know that the area where I live near Black Forest, near Switzerland, it's very close to the nature, and the more you interact with nature, the more ideas comes out. And
Right.
I think it's a mix of everything which has really put me into the world of literature and music.
So going back to what we talked about earlier, the mind and happiness, what role does activity, like actual hands-on, like work, play in a person's happiness, in your opinion?
Um, Before I would go into that question, can I read out the poem in my text in this
Yeah,
book
sure. Go
in
ahead.
Harving SLM?
Yeah, go ahead. Feel free.
So this is the poem, concluding poem of my text.
Hmm.
Living in moments, moments to count our blessings, blessings to make our moments happy, happy to live in all moments. Happiness, harmony may sound up our lives. Nothing is permanent, change is constant. Mind be the source of all well-being. It all starts from it and ends at it. The one who deals with one's mind well can strike the brushes with colors of their choice. The canvas of life is as blank as white, ineludible to add meaning to the shades, dark and bright. The destiny starts with our will. Guess much of liberty is allowed by our fate. Inevitability will chalk its own plan. Come, let us chalk ours with all our beautiful minds.
Wonderful. And you also have a poetry collection coming out in the next few months, I guess.
Yes, yes,
So maybe you can tell us a little bit about that. And I wrote the introduction for it, I believe.
yes. You wrote the introduction, the preface for it. Thanks a lot for that.
Hmm.
It is coming up in the next month or maybe the month after. It
Hmm.
is also a mix of poetry and texts, and in three languages as usual: English, Bengali, and in German.
Hmm.
And it is actually kind of uh, talking about the like the indefinite journey of one's life, and also it, as you have seen my other works, it also gives a message of like how one should seek the truth, how one should really kind of strive to find the real meaning of one's existence, this like lifelong search
Mm-hmm.
of one's own existence, of one's
Hmm.
own kind of existence in this conscious world, um, actually has been kind of kind of brought in different poems and in different texts. So the message is kind of on the top level is the same. I actually have been trying to find the truth, find the like the truth of my existence, my bondings with my people around me, with my audiences, with you or with someone else. And these questions, which actually has knocked the humanity for ages,
Mm-hmm.
their own existence, their positions in this whole big picture. So kind of well articulated into my upcoming literature work.
Very pertinent questions, and it goes back to the meaning of existence that humans have been searching for. I actually had this interesting. I read this interesting question from somebody on Quora Digest that I thought kind of stumped me. It said if something to the effect of if you think that man can be created from nothing, then how would you assume that God could not be created from nothing or have no creator or something to that effect? And I thought that was a pretty interesting question. So some of us don't believe in God, some of us do. Some of us
Mm.
believe there's a creator and that put us here for a reason, and others think we're here kind of as an accident of nature. What are your thoughts on that?
So it's I think we are the most logical species on this globe. I think,
Hmm.
and since this logic sense of ours are there, we always try to put them into some kind of mathematics and say that if this is there, then something else will also be there. So if we have this consciousness, this energy with which we kind of perceive the whole universe, this energy should not be equal to zero after we die. So it's based on this mathematics and this logic sense of ours, we feel that energy should exist in some form or the other. Coming back to the Einstein's famous equation, E is equal to mc square.
Hmm.
Uh, like it cannot happen that even after we die, all our interactions, our like the energy with which our heart is beating for 60, 70 years, the warmth which our body is happening, which our body is having, all this energy, and also there is uh, some kind of motion, some kind of
Hmm.
I believe some kind of energy is there which keeps our soul moving.
Hmm.
Whatever it may be, soul is a very vague word.
Yeah.
I have not seen my soul.
Hmm.
Uh, I've actually felt it, and I kind of abstractly understand what it could be. But um, if anything is there, it has to have some kind of form.
Hmm.
Uh, Whether it could be a dark energy or a light energy or whatever form of energy it is there, it will have some existence, some non-zero value, and this non-zero value is logically something which gives us the faith that we might come back again after we die. And
Hmm.
uh, I think that's what people has always kind of tried to find out what is this non-zero thing, and after we die. And there are a couple of incidents like near-death experiences,
Hmm.
some experiences where people have come back from a short temporary heart blockage, where they've like kind of explained a couple of ideas, what have they seen, and like a light at the end of the tunnel. So
Hmm.
there are a couple of experience. I think there are a lot of books on these areas, but um, and moreover that that as something which actually our nature has also provided in our mind that whatever we see and do is not believed by the second person. So whatever you see and whatever faith you have, it will be kind of questioned by your friend or your colleague. So he will not kind of totally understand what you have actually understood. So
Hmm.
until and unless he sees that, he feels that. So this actually is a very strange kind of phenomena which human beings have, that people don't uh, start to believe immediately what other people have really faced, unless and until he or she has really faced it himself or herself. So this kind of disbelief in human beings have not kind of brought the complete humanity into one platform. That's why we have a group of people who think in a particular way, and we have another group of people who think in another way, and that's
Hmm.
why we have this divisions of thoughts, divisions of beliefs, and because this strange feature of disbelief in human beings, um, I think I don't know how it got instigated in our genes, in our DNA. So I think that has actually divided us
Hmm.
across globe.
Yeah, and we have these shared value systems that are kind of, mutually reinforced, and I think that that's what brings the communities together. And yeah, you're right. It kind of divides us in a way, but there are certain issues, I think, as we talked about climate change, for instance, and the issues facing the collective humanity
Yes, yes,
that should be bringing us together collectively
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
act on those things. So we have a few minutes left in the show. Would you like to share any advice for budding writers? Anything you want to say to the viewers at large?
Yeah. I would also kind of try to give out this message that my fellow writers, my fellow authors across the globe, um, try to provide the humanity with some positivity
Hmm.
through your writing. Art itself is a positivity, because if you kind of bring in some valued art into the globe, it will definitely bring positivity across. But apart from kind of reaching out to a selected intellectual masses, try to also reach the bandwidth of humanity, like
Hmm.
entire bandwidth of humanity. There are many people who are not so privileged in going to academic institutions. So try to think about them, and kind of try to reach out to them as well, and providing your positivity, so that your message, your intentions in kind of bringing the humanity on the right track can reach the entire bandwidth of humanity.
Wonderful thoughts, and I think from your collection, like a collection of feelings or your other works, you write to a common audience, and I think that's a very strong plus on your regard to find that you're reaching out to a wide audience, not just an academic audience or a
Yes,
particular type of audience. You're a specialized audience. You're looking out for the entire. You're looking for an entire group of people, and as you said, reaching out to the people that may not be able to have the academic or the
yes,
institutional backing. They still want to maybe read poetry or
yeah,
that's and bring them a positive, hopeful, uplifting message that will resonate.
true.
Thanks for being on the show today, and it's been wonderful talking to you. Congratulations on your achievements, and I would advise anybody in Switzerland to come take a look at Sankha Sen's performance in Switzerland. And tell us a little bit about that again in conclusion.
So yeah, Switzerland. I'm traveling next week. It's
Hmm.
actually a concert happening in Zurich, Switzerland. It's kind of a Oriental music combining Bollywood music as well, and there I'll be performing guitar along with other talented musicians and singers.
Hmm.
And I hope to kind of reach out to the audiences in and around Switzerland. It's a very nice place. If people are in and around Switzerland, do visit us. I'm sure you'd kind of like the show and the concept. So hoping a great responses.
Wonderful. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks a lot.
I am Dustin Pickering. This has been World Inkers Network. Subscribe to the channel. We want you as a subscriber, and we'd love to have you. And look at the bottom of that ticker there at the bottom. If you're a writer and wish to be featured on this show, please do send a bio and samples of your work to publication.worldinkers@gmail.com. Do not forget that dot. It won't come to us. It will be lost in the ether if it does not go to that, with that dot in the middle there between publication and World Inkers. So it's World Inkers is the name of our network. And the website is worldinkers.com. You take a look at our website, see what we've published. And if you want to publish with us, send an email to publication.worldinkers.com. If you want to support us in other ways, donations, anything of such, I advise you to go to paypal.me/nyparrot. That will give us a little headway, and we'll keep this show open and free for all viewers. And it'll also help us in our endeavors to put work out there that is valuable and valid to the current situations we're facing. And we definitely need your assistance and help and support in any way you can. If you don't want to support us in the way of financial stuff, then you can just send us send out our share our content, basically. Share our when I post a link to from World Inkers, you can share that. You can share our shows. You can share our flyers. Get the word out. We're trying to do our best to provide a creative writers platform or creative mind platform. So thank you for watching today. I'm Dustin Pickering, and this has been World Inkers Network. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And it was wonderful talking with you guys today. And you know what? You know what you need to be doing right now? Get to writing. Thank you so much. Have an excellent afternoon. Enjoy your day.
Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the